Right, I'm going to show you how to merge two photos together with a COB and then a background. So I have two photos up right now. I already have my woman selected. Okay, I have the model and I have a brick background. So with the model selected, I'm going to hit Command J and you'll see a layer with just the model on a transparent background pops up. Okay, before I do that, I want to make sure that my selection is good to go. So I'm going to undo that. Okay, and we need to smooth this out a little bit. So one thing that you can do is add or subtract using your quick selection tool. You can also add and subtract using your other selection tools. But then once you get it pretty close, you can hit Refine Edge. And what Refine Edge will allow you to do is kind of smooth this out a little bit. So we're going to hit Smart Radius. And you have a couple different options for backgrounds here. I like the on white. Then I'm going to increase my radius a little bit until I see some details come in. Then you can kind of play with these, your brush here and your eraser. But keep in mind the eraser doesn't really erase, so to speak. But so this will bring back some of the details, blends in a little bit. Okay, so you can see this will take a little bit of time, but you can kind of go in and get some different effects going on, kind of get rid of. Hair is one of the really tough ones to do. So I can also shift my edge a little bit here, I can feather it, okay, I can smooth it out too, okay. You can also try to decontaminate colors, do some different things, okay. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to bring down that smart radius a little bit. Alright. Looks like I need to deselect part of this here. Okay, again, smoothing it out will really help. Again, hair is one of those really tough things. Okay, but part of what you can do is do that. Okay, feather it a little bit. Okay, that's good enough for right now. So what I want to do is output to a new layer and click OK. And now she's going to go onto a new layer with just transparent background. Now we need to pull the other background in. So I'm going to go to Window, Arrange, 2-up horizontal, and in this brick, I'm going to select the brick layer. Okay, I'm going to drag it over. Sometimes we get this little warning, just click OK, and I'm going to go to Window, Arrange, Consolidate Alt to Tab so I can just see this by itself. So now I have the brick layer. I'm going to transform it to fit on the page. Hit Enter. Okay, now it fits. Problem is now it's behind, or it's in front of my woman. So I'm going to bring that behind. Remember, layers just stack on top of each other. Okay. So now I have the background copy and the brick. What I want to do now is actually put the brick on top of her to blend her into the brick. So I'm going to hold down Control and click on the thumbnail there. Hit Select Pixels. Make sure you click on the thumbnail and not on the words. So I hold down Control, click on the thumbnail, and then select pixels. And now she's reselected. Then what I'm going to do is click on the brick layer and hit Command J to make a copy. Now if I take off these layers, you'll see I have the cutout of the woman and just the bricks. So if I drag layer 1 on top of that, I should just see the brick, maybe a slight outline of the woman, but I should just see the brick. Now if I bring down the opacity here, I'll start to see her kind of come through. Okay, I'm bringing down the opacity on the brick layer so that one makes it a little see-through. You can also play with your blending modes here, okay, to get some different effects. Dissolve. Okay, you can try out different things there to get the look that you want. So that is how you put the print onto the woman. We could also take off the brick layer now, and now she would just be in the brick. Okay. Now, if I want to do a color instead to maybe blend her a little bit better in something that doesn't look as kind of photoshopped, for lack of a better word, I'm going to select pixels again, okay, and then I'm going to Command J, and I'm going to select pixels. Okay, so she's selected again. Now I'm going to paint her. So what's great about Photoshop is that you can actually choose a color from an image using your eyedrop tool. So using my eyedropper tool, I'm going to select one of these red brick colors. I kind of like that one. And then I'm going to use my paintbrush, make it pretty big, make sure my opacity is up, okay, and I'm going to paint onto her. I'm going to make it even bigger. My hardness is going to be big, okay, and now she's painted. So I have a cutout of her. So again, if I take off these two, you'll see just cut out instead of the brick, now I have a color. Right, we're going to deselect, and now I can bring down the opacity of that layer pretty far down, but it just kind of puts a color hue onto her to, like a color cast onto her, so that way she blends a little bit better into the background. So if I take that off, you'll see there she is, and there she is. Okay, it just blends a little bit better. So that's how you put the color there as well.